Okay, let's go take the speaker over here, I think, and start from there. Then we should try to fix this windows and the window on the corners here. So we start with that, and then we close everything from second floor. I don't need 0, and I don't need 2. I don't need roof. I don't need this. I don't need the interior either. I see all this window. There's a window there, and I can put on 1. Floor 2, interior door 2. Then we have it. And we should use this, and we can also make... No, I don't want to make a double door there yet. I want to make everything ready, and then we can make a basic style. Exterior door, interior door, window. And then we can switch and make new style based on the basic style. Or we do something like that. Then I can set my work plane by entity on the wall, and I can see it from the top. All these interior doors we don't need, so this blocking. This was the measurement for when we move the roof, I believe. So delete it. The first thing I do is to draw a rectangle from V. Rectangle would be nice. I can take it from here, from V, and over here someplace, and then I take it to J. But we also need to think the distance here. That should be very small, that I remember. So we can open the picture. This we call front. This is scaled, or just about. So I can take the measurement from about here to there. 125, that is way too big. This and this is 500 on this picture. We take 400, but you see here there is a piece of wood between there, and you think they overlapping 2 centimeter there and 2 centimeter there, and this is not too big. I think this 5 inch. For me that means 123 millimeter. So we take that, and there's 83 millimeter in between this 123 minus 20 minus 20 is 180, is 83. That's how I think. I'm standing in the middle. This window, you see, follow the glass in the door, and I have one time made this into, there's like 40 centimeter maybe, counting the piece of wood. That's why I think it is about 40 centimeter. Well, this will, like I say, cover, normally they cover 132 millimeter when it dried out. So that is the normal distance there. And this also, this molding thing or whatever name it have, is also very thin. There's like 3 inch, and that is for me 70 millimeter. That's what they use, and we will use later. But then I think there should be 83 in between minimum. And what would be 83 inside this system? We can see we need first floor. Even if this is not correct, it will show and give some idea. You see it's very close here to the edge, and there also it's very close to the edge. So only maybe 1 inch or less in all the corners. So you have that as a thing to think about. I select this with the edit tool. I get it from there. I know it's 148. So 148 to 97, that is 50, that's 49. That's not 59. Say 40, 148, 168, 67, I think. So if I say 167, take away 30 millimeters, give more space. That I think would be correct. We try that. I go down and say it should be in offset 1. There on top, 167. Now we have more space there. Same here, 180. This one, 167, and this one 200 now, 167, and the same here, 167. Let's see how that is. This is 184. 184 minus, if you take them, then we have 53, and there will be like 26 millimeter extra. And I have from V to V 30 plus 20, 56. 56. About. If I use a 1.5 inch stud in between, that is 36 V. Oh, why I don't get this? V, and then that piece of wood is 36, but there's also 15 millimeter gap on each side of the window. That's 30, so 36, 30 is 66. 66. I have this, and I do the same here. From V and down here, and it should be 66. That is the minimum of what I want and what I think I need. I take this to M and this to M. Now I have 1754. This window, are they square or rectangular? They are rectangular. Yeah, they're a little bit higher than they are wide. That's the main thing. And 54. Meaning on this, then I mean there should be 90, so I'm missing 36 millimeter. That's not possible. What's not possible is 36 divided by 2 is 18, and I cannot move this 18 millimeter more back. But the plate coming on this wall will then be coming into the window. I don't believe in that. So then I say this window should be smaller. It should be 1.7 meter wide. That means it should be 1690. There on top of 1690. And then I can see how much I should move this over, so we can have a bigger gap there. And that is from V to V, 32 millimeter. So I take this window and this rectangle and I move it 32. Then we're nearly back on where we have the window original. And I do the same here. This window and that one is minus 32. This, and then we can also do the same here. On Y, 32 and minus 32. So okay, at least we get practice in moving the window. And then I have this 169. I can just draw a rectangle here. From here and go down, and it is 169 in Y. 1690. I just place that on M, and then it is in the same position like this. Inside here we should have two windows, and the window will have 15 millimeter frame. So I mean, I'm dividing this in two, plus half of the frame. So this window will go a little bit into that side, and this will go an inch into that side. So together it should look like one. And then I'm thinking, find the calculator. This 1690 divided in 2 is 845 plus 25, 870. That is the width of each of this window. And this window is basic 2090. I don't like when window go all the way down to the floor, because when you clean, washing or vacuum cleaning, whatever, there is nothing left. So you're going into the window. This is just a personal taste. I don't like it. So I changed this so it should be 2 meter instead of 210. So then I say this and this and this and this should be 2 meter, 190. But then I also need to lift it up to the same height, 330. That's correct, and it's 190 tall. Then I take the calculus again, make new. That was 870 or 87. I think I should write that down so I don't need to calculate it one more time. I forget easy. 870. That was the width. And then we have the same there. It was 1990 divided in 2 plus 25 is 1020. 1020. So that's the dimension of the window. So I then insert the window and I go and find the width should be 870 and the height should be 1020, and it should stand on 2320. So then I can just insert it there. Oh, I forgot to check the layer. Okay. And also we should make that in, I believe, 8070. If I take a line from here, I can take it from V. 8070 divided 2 is 435, so I can offset it. Don't need a coffee break. 845, 435, I mean, 435. Enter, and I should have it over here. I take this, I can mirror copy it. From M, what I take there? I want to have mirror copy, then I select it first. Escape, space, select, and mirror copy. On middle, straight up. This is what I want. And I take this too, and I can copy. Just move it out here. Then take away copy and rotate it. Press shift. And then I say D is V. And I put this in V. Then I see how to choose center point for this window. She's standing there, so it should be on I can just say, don't know, is it? No, it don't take that. Didn't believe it would, but I can say in nearest, or I can say in V on that point. V. How is it to be old? Control Z. Then I want the window, and I want to go and change to the correct layer. Window 1. So I set that in the intersection here, V, V, and the same here in V. Now they cover each other exactly in this corner here. And I do the same here in V and in V. And then this 8, it should be the same, shouldn't it? Yeah, it's the same size, but then we need to take this away, I think. You see, 2320. You say the first one was minus 1020. Oh, that was a little bit much. 1020. There was a paper there. Enter is 1300. That is now the insertion height of the next time we set in window here, I hope. So then we do it again. Same window, but we go and change this to 1300. 1300, enter. And I set in the same place, in V and in V. and in V and in V. Then we should have it. Then we can go see from the front if it looks okay or not. It seems like they meet. You go to hidden line, they're coming out crisp and clear. No. The bottom window should stand 5 centimeters tall, higher up. 1:350. Okay. This window, that window, and that window, and that window, and location should be 1350. 1, 3, 5, 7. This, why do I get this stupid line? Shouldn't be that. I think it's a bug. Because we have it another place also when there is no, it cannot be because we set up a window any place or something like that. See from the front, except from the line, it looks okay. Same window, but don't have it there. And this also will look different because this window should be an opening window. This other tree should be just a picture window. That meaning this should also be much thinner. But that's something we change later when we start to make all the styles that are in the house and different, have mountains and stuff like that. We'll do the same now. Yeah. Then we have done that, and then we should do the same thing with these windows. Window and window, they should be on 2320. I forgot to calculate it, how tall they should be, because as you go 210 minus 140, then we have, no, minus 40, then we have 170. 170 divided in 2 is 85, 850. Plus 25, because they should go overlapping, 25. So then it's 875. And then 210 minus 875. You can calculate that. 2100, or more correct, 2320 minus 875, not divide, 2320 minus 875, 14, 40, no, 17. 2320 minus 400, that is the average, 1920. No, I'm thinking wrong again. I have to think 2.1. That is 1.7. 1700 minus 400, no. 170 divided into 850 plus 25 is 875, that we already have done. And then it is 20 minus 875 is this, plus 50 is this, 1495. That is the lower window should stand there. Then I take this, I have one more then. This window and this window should be on 2320, but it should be 990, that's okay. But the height should be 875. Then I need also to change here, back again. Because they're standing in the same wall, that's why they didn't flip over, because it's two different walls. It would work over in this wall or something else, but this is two walls. So I can copy this too, maybe. I can just copy and paste. There. Tab. Enter. This two is the same size. I can place on 1495 down there. I don't know. Seems like we didn't like that. Should be able to do the same one. If I see it in draft, I don't see a thing anyway. Okay. I just delete them. And then insert one more time. 870. Fine. And it have the head of object on 1495. And I place it here in the middle. 870, height 1020. No, that's too much. This window is not that. They have the same height. It's 850, 875. That is the size. I insert the window, and they are not 1020. They are 875. Plus 50, that's 925. 925. And they should stand in 1495. I put on my paper, I don't know it's correct. You see, I say it should be in M and in M. And of course, this has the width on the other two. They should have the width of 990. And then I can see it from front, zoom in there, and it looks okay, because now they have common frame in this area. And it is about 40 centimeters above the floor, I hope. Plane by active view, and there, and I go V to V 350. Maybe we should make them a little bit smaller. That's not important. I want to make 350 on the door. So then we have this. And we should also have something similar up here. Is this line? But now we should make this trapezoid window. There's only one window. But if we remember the picture, I don't have them open now. this one. Yeah. And then I close the Explorer. But before I select the window, that was right click. Picture, open, and then I can close the Explorer. What is that? It's a mirror. Good thing, I never noticed a window there before, but it is just a mirror. And it don't show on the outside either. I think, so what the heck? But okay, now I know. It's a mirror. What I want to see. What's this? This window. Because we are taking this out in 30 degrees out here, then this is not the same angle as the roof anymore. That means we need to draw some line and figure out the angle. We can we also see this here, and then there is this piece of wood is going all the way down to this way. I don't know what you call this. About window, and this and come a new one there. I remember we did that a lot. So then we can try to figure out, maybe there is 8 inches in between. If I now I'm looking at the picture, of course, and I have that picture also inside TC. So I go there. I see it from top. Take this, and this window, and down. I say work plane by world. First I need to go out, and then I can say measure. I want to take from this and down to about there. 373. That is way too big. That's not correct. Okay, let's say there's 20 centimeters between this window and this window, maybe. Well, we try that, and if we're not happy, we can adjust. Then I go and see like this. I have work plane by face it on that wall. And now I should use this X here, and that is this one. User coordinate system plan. Now it look there. It will always, or nearly always, come out rotated. So then I press shift and I go to the arrow key and press up. It moves 22.5 degrees every time I press the arrow when I keep the shift down. Now it stands straight. Now I'm looking directly on this wall. And then if we then make some lines from V and over here someplace. I make a line that go from the window that is there, from V and up, and I do the same here, and V and up. Take this offset, 200. Okay, that is the bottom of the other window. And I go and turn on the roof, and I draw a line. I go from nearest there to nearest there. I normally use 130 millimeter from there and down to a window. That's because then we have a little bit place. You know, I think this ceiling is coming down here, and there should be a little bit place for the moldings also. So I basically use 130 millimeter down there, old habit. So offset 130, enter, and take that line and down here. This is the maximum. And then we can take the measurement, and I say from V, not that one, I can take from N, that should meet the point, no, I'm not sure. This, I want to meet N, the meter, and I should go up here to the intersection here, to I, and then I have 1668. That is nearly 1.7 meter, or 1690. It's only 22 millimeter away. I can take this down 20 millimeter. Yeah, then we get 1.69 window. The reason why I wanted the 169 is if it's not 169 or the standard height, then they will charge extra, 50% extra. And after that, they will put a double price because it is trapeze. So we save money when we make the window if we can adjust that dimension. So then I do that. We should not buy the window, but it's make no sense for us to make it expensive solution if we don't need to. It costs very little to adjust the window. And then it fit the basic measurement they have. Because they will take the window 1668. Okay, then they will think that is a 17 window, and from the 17 window we put on 50%. So that is how they calculate it here, at least. Or did last time I built something. Started to be some years now. Now we also get competition from Eastern Europe. They deliver windows here, so then maybe they have changed their policy. But anyway, we take this and we just move it down. Then I still meet 130 on the top. So then it will be 1690 minus 1668. 90 minus 68, that is 22. I think, yes. So then I take this line and say delta set, someplace there, minus 22, and just to double check, I take edit, take this down to J, then we had 1690, so that's correct. Then I should draw a line from intersection here, I, and over here, pressing the shift. I need that measurement also, because I go from I to I, and that is the trapeze height. Because when I say the window, I will take 990 by 1690, and then the trapeze will be this, and that will take off. And to be sure, we can also put some decimals on this one, so it will be more accurate. In units, put 4. I say I want to see 4. That is the exact number we need. And then I use the, on this window, I take also measurement from nearest and down to the bottom of the wall, to down here then, nearest, and I have that. That is the insertion height, 2498, if I use the bottom. So then I insert a window there that is 1.7 by 1 meter at this height at the bottom. This, and it should be 990, and it should be 1690. Go down to location. Now it should not be head of object, but sill of object, and the sill of object should be 2498, 2498. And I just set it, I can see it from the top, I think it's better. I set it here on the, that should be about the middle here, M, and the same here, M. It didn't go correct, that's not important. I'll move it later. If I say plane by world, maybe. And I take that window and I place it M on the wall. M. Now it should be straight above, yes. This window, I go and say I want it on M on this window. M. That's also now stand correct. But of course, it's a rectangular window. We haven't made that trapeze style yet. And that we can do now. So then I go and find the style manager. I can go and find windows. And there, standard, I make a new. That is named trapezoid. Trapezoid, I think. It's in English. And then I go there. I use the same window because it's the same style. Then it's only the design. It should not. I can be like this at the moment. I should have it to be trapezoid. Trapeze. Yeah, I think I write it correct. That is the style. And then we go into dimension. And then this measurement here. I go to selection info, general, and I copy it, and I take this, control, copy. I go back again to the style, and then we have that on the trapezoid window. I still say it's a single awning. I say it's a picture. It's trapezoid. Why I cannot set because I have not selected the window. Maybe I go there. It's a window type single awning. I want to go into the style because I haven't said this window is trapezoid yet. I can't remember everything. It's trapezoid. So then we should start to see change. Basic, width, fine, open, leaf, rise, there. This we should change, Control V. Now I say they go. And when I insert this window, we have this flip thing. Now, in the older version, we didn't have it. So I just select it with the editor. And then I flip it. Left, right. Then it is correct. This measurement can stand here just in case we need it. I go out from this and I go to and hidden man. So then we have made all the window, all the door. I have this trapezoid window, and I don't want to change the other window yet. I need to do something with them first, because I want to have the all the molding. I want to have like a block on it. This time maybe we can set the window correct place. But they're standing wrong now. They should not be here, but they should also not be flush with this. This is, you can think for deluxe, they will use this. But then also they want to have the wall maybe coming out. So we can show first how we do that. Change the wall style. So that the foundation wall, they're coming down here, is not on the same level out as the cladding wall. Put it that way. This should be 54mm more outside than the foundation. So then we can do that. We can change. We can make a copy of the style. And see from top. I have plain by world. And I draw one example piece of wall that is similar, 1481 meter, that's okay. Follow the basement, baseline. Okay, I put it on. It should be on anyway. I just draw a little bit line there and say finish. The alignment is on this side, so I draw a line here from nearest and this down. We can take this and maybe say from V to V, that's 148. And now we should make a new style where this thing is moved out 54mm. This is for the deluxe thing. So I will change it back again later. This is only to show how they can do it. If they want to have the same. So then we have this, and I go to the style manager there, and I go to the wall style there, and take standard, and I say create new. That should be deluxe 54 plus 54, I'm gonna say plus 54. Then we know hopefully what that means. So, and then I take this, I go into the component, or it's only one. It is the edge offset. This we already take off. So the edge offset should then be minus 4054. And that's it. And then we say this wall should be not standard, but deluxe plus 54. Now you see that wall moved out 54mm here. Then we have from V to J 54, and it's still 148. From V to V is 148. So then we can do that. I can set to perspective. I already have this. I can say this, delete. I don't know what this line is for, so I delete them. I see something else also. One time this line has something to do with this, so it can be there, that's no problem. I don't need the picture anymore, so I close that. I don't need that underlay anymore, so I close that. I don't know what that is for measurement. Delete. Then we can say, I can now use select by. And then it'll be funny to see if something changed. I go and say stereo wall 1 and 2, and then I right click and say select by, and I go and change. I say collapse this, I say all, and it should not be standard, but it should be deluxe plus 54. So then everything is moved out, and I turn on cell, and I go and say hidden line, and from the front example, you see now it goes 54 millimeter outside the wall itself. This we need to make an opening modifier here to cut out for this. Yeah. And then, because this is a standard wall, we can try it, but I don't think, I never did this before. So I say this wall, then I go on the style, and I go to component material, and I just find something, doesn't matter what it is, this is a test, so I can say white vertical panel standing there in my language. I can go and edit just to be sure, yes, take a re-render of it also, apply, OK. This apply thing just update the material in the material list, and I say OK. Did I do it in the component? No. No, I was about to say a bad word. Is it, am I in the style? Yes, I am in the style. Then we see, now if I go in draft render, and the LV smooth open, OK, and I go to draft, and draw no material there. But this don't work on a single standard wall thing. So I select this wall, and then I go up in selection info, and I have left side and right side. For me it would be left side, but I think the correct in TC would be, like I say, I think it's left, but I think we need to put on right, so I say this one, OK. And there we have it. So that is the way they have to put material after they have made the wall. A little bit dark now, but that's no problem. Go light. Oh, there we have it. So that's the way they need to do it when they should make material on the wall, instead of a component wall where we can set the material inside the style. Don't need to select it and do it later. But that also say now this is incorrect. 54 millimeter. I can go to hidden line. I can go to this small window. I see stand in. This was flush, so we have adjusted it. And this is not. So now I can take measurement of this from V. If I say I face it in there, and I say from measurement here from V to V 49. That window don't have an insert, so that means all windows, because they're all 50 millimeter. And then that window, no, because when TC calculates this and calculates it from the total thickness of the wall, not the framework. I'm pretty sure. But okay, we can try. I see the window in second story was not on. There. Interior door we don't need to care about, but we need to care about the exterior door. But they have a different measurement. So then I select this one, this and this. Select by, escape, go to wireframe. Don't need to make it more heavy for the machine than what we need to. Then I go and say every body of them, all collect this. Every one of them should have minus 49. And then we do everything in one go, and now all the windows will stand flush with the outer side of the wall, if that's where we want. If we have a more modern style house with the new technical stuff on it, demand to insulation stuff, this should be minimum 25 millimeter inside the wall, because of else there will be a lot of fog, moisture fog on the window, because the difference in temperature will be so big. The insulation in the glass window now is very good. So that's why it needs to stand a little bit inside. Very boring if you come in the morning, have been cold in winter time, and you cannot look out the window. Everything is gray, and you have to wait until the sun comes and take the fog away. Not the fog. I really don't know the word for it. So it is, by the way, the same thing with fog, because when the sun comes up, the fog goes away. We can make the modifier on this wall. I can make a modifier line. Then we should cut out this window. I set workplane by facet on this, and I draw a rectangle on V and down to V, because I should draw a line, a modifier line, they're going here, going up and around and out. But when I look at this, I can never go straight exactly to the point to J. So that's why I put this rectangle now, like a helping line. I want to see it from the front. And I draw a polyline from this side here, from nearest. Now I can go say J on that rectangle, do J, coming up to V, and it can go to intersection maybe, no. It can go to someplace, and go to nearest there, and I can move it outside here, and I can say finish, and then need to add this point, this. Can I go to J now? J? No. To nearest, and then I can go to J. There. Then this one is follow. This polyline should be on modifier wall. I haven't made that, so I'll make it now. Make a new, and I say modifier walls. Take it. should be inside, it should be on and inside that line. That meaning I have some modifier on the other side that are now standing on modifier roof, but should be a modifier wall. So that is, and then I say I want to modify that one. That is now then a bottom modifier, and I select this wall and this modifier. I hope I got it. So if I signal, yeah, now we see it. And then I need to back to wireframe, that rectangle. This one I don't need anymore, so delete. This one I need to have, but now I can close it. I don't need to see it. So then we see all the window. Just go there. Yeah. I assume this will be okay in the end. This, what is that? There's wall coming up there. This and that. We are shown, or we are shown what? Let's take this wall. We just take away the material. Now, an OK. That was in the property, but I should also go down in the style and do the same. This is also none. Okay. And this image. Then I think we have done enough on this video. Now all the wall, all the door. Or we should maybe change the slab. Yeah. We change the slabs. Because then next time we should make connection. A block that make the molding on the window, but before that we also need to change the wall style, so we know exactly how much it is, because the wall we should have will be like 263 or 265, something like that in thickness in total. It will be 148 plus 13 on the inside, plus 12 outside, plus 23 air gap, plus 19 cladding. 215. Why I have 65? Because normally today we make 5 centimeter extra insulation on the inside, but it was not like this when they make this up. That's the thing. I can show that if I remember it or when I make the style. So I think we stop here. Oh, we should change the style, so we don't need to bother with it when we come back again. I just go to wireframe and I take away the wall. Exterior wall. I don't need to see them. I want to see the slabs. Didn't we make a slab up there? We have. I remember I see the line. Must be someplace. No, that's not under the door. Based on the wall. There's nothing there. That's good. There's nothing in the roof picture, interior wall, stair, floor 1, floor 2. There we are. Then I can take off the wall. And the roof. This is just one thing. I want to have it that is show 2 layer, so I show the beam and this chipboard, I think. I call chipboard on the top. There's a plate, the floor plate. So then I go into Style Manager and I go to floor, a slab. Take the standard, make a new. And because this should be 198 plus 22. That is the name of the style. Inside that style, there should be here, I can take 2 components. And then component 1, that can be beam. The thickness of the beam is 198. And the offset is 0. And then on component 2, that is chipboard. Sponplate in Norwegian, but I hope I'm correct. Chip board, and that plate is 22 millimeter. You see it come down here, but it should standing on top of the beam, so it have an offset of 198. There we have it. Then we can say the material, but we don't have made material yet, so we need to fix that later. Have to go back for that, but at least we make this time. So I say this one and this one, they are the same dimension, so I can take them both in one time. I collapse this and say all, and this should not be standard, should be 98 plus 2. Then we have this. Only there's no material at the moment, but then at least we'll change the style. And I go in standard view, and then we take this window. That will be the standard window, because I normally do that. 110, 120 is for me a standard window. So, and then we should put the molding things on that. So, zoom and save, and then I should edit the video.